What's up guys, Ryan here. Today I wanted to make a video talking about the true costs of starting a print-on-demand business. Now I'm hoping the answer does not surprise many people because the answer is that it doesn't cost anything. There are free print-on-demand platforms that you don't even need to keep a credit card on file to use, meaning you're just paid out pure profits if you choose to invest time to use them. Now outside of a time investment, there is no monetary investment required to get your first print-on-demand sale and see money deposited into your bank account for doing so. And I also just want to take a second to point out that if you cannot afford to bankroll an FBA business, which I would recommend starting one, because I do think that owning your own FBA private label products and selling them is a great way of securing recurring revenue that is less fickle than print on demand can be, because a lot of times with print on demand, people can go trademark your best design and then you're at their mercy and all of a sudden they'll get your stuff removed. Anyways, separate tangent, you should definitely consider using print on demand, which I call free money, to bankroll your FBA business if you don't have the cash flow to get one off the ground. They are very complementary business processes, and that's what I talk about in Ryan's Method, my passive income courses. Anyways, guys, let's get to the point of this video, which is to talk about what it costs to run a print on demand business. So the short answer to the question, how much money does it cost to start a print-on-demand business, is $0. Because there are print-on-demand platforms like Amazon Merch and Redbubble that don't even require you to keep a credit card on file. Now, Redbubble, you can go right now and sign up and start uploading your designs to products, and they offer a very wide catalog of products that your designs can be sold on, from t-shirts to tank tops to mugs to stickers are really popular, to art boards and duvets, like I hope I said that correctly, the like bed covers, bed sheets. They offer so many products to print your designs on. So definitely check out Redbubble. Again, it's pure profit. You get paid a royalty. That's it. Amazon Merch, very similar, except they only offer, as of recording this video, 5 products that you can upload to, and there is an approval process to get into Merch by Amazon. When I applied in 2016, I never even heard back. I had to reapply in early 2017, and about a month later, I was accepted. But from what I've been hearing today, people can apply on a Tuesday and get accepted on a Wednesday. So they're a lot less strict as long as you live within the United States, use your social security number as your tax ID, and they will let you in. I've heard it's a lot harder to get in if you don't provide a tax ID. Especially, that's typically means you're international. I wrote a whole article on my website about how to apply for Amazon Merch. You can check that out at ryanhogue.com. But let's move on. So there are other print-on-demand platforms that are free, kind of, in that you only ever pay them. You have to put a credit card on file, but you only ever pay them if they download an order for you and have to print a product and ship it to your customer. So if you're not selling, you don't have to pay. Well, actually, that's the case for 2 of these 3. So Printful that you see here and Printify, those 2 will never bill you. There's no recurring fees. Printify does offer a premium service. I think they call it Printify Pro, that you pay them monthly for discounted rates on their products, which makes sense if you're going to use them to fulfill all your orders. I am a huge proponent of Printful. I think they are the best print-on-demand platform out there. However, I do use Gearbubble as well. And sorry if I misled you, Gearbubble has a monthly fee associated with each of their integrations. So if you want to use Gearbubble plus Amazon, that's a monthly fee. If you want to use Gearbubble plus eBay, that's a monthly fee. Gearbubble plus Etsy, separate monthly fees. I use Gearbubble because I joined one of their masterclasses a couple years back, and I negotiated that if I'm going to join, I would like lifetime integrations for, we could say for free. It's not really for free because I paid to get into the masterclasses. Either way, I have lifetime integrations with them, just being transparent with you guys. That's why I recommend using Printful, because there's no fees. You put a credit card on file. The way I set it up is basically use what they call Printful Wallet. Instead of billing me every time they fulfill an order, because I do get quite a few sales every day, they bill me in $100 increments. And if I have an order that costs me $15 to fulfill, they'll just charge me $100 and deduct it, and then I have $85. So then I can fulfill $85 more worth of orders before they'll hit my credit card up again. Anyways, guys, so we're basically with print on demand operating at a profit the entire time, or at worst, break even. That is, unless you sign up for Gearbubble and cannot get enough sales to outpace the monthly fees associated with using their integrations. But even if you are on Gearbubble, guys, you know you can swap out of there. You can end your monthly subscriptions with them, and then go sync your products with Printful, and then they'll start getting auto-fulfilled, which is a really cool feature that I should do a separate video on. So anyways, let's look at a breakdown of the order fees associated with fulfilling an order to your customer when you get a sale. Of the POD platforms we just looked at, Amazon Merch and Redbubble function as their own marketplaces. Gearbubble technically does, but they don't really get organic traffic to any of their listings. So if you're using the bottom row where you have to keep a credit card on file, Gearbubble, Printful, Printify, you're basically getting sales by integrating them with your seller accounts on e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay are the big three. Or maybe you have a Shopify store. Either way, you're gonna have to drive traffic to your listings, and most likely they're hosted elsewhere. Printful and Printify don't even have a marketplace as of me recording this video. So you couldn't even send somebody to your Printful product page and tell them to buy it. It's not an option. But when someone buys your print-on-demand product, there are costs associated with that. So this is assuming we're not on Amazon Merch and not on Redbubble. Nice thing about those two places is you don't have to deal with any of this. You only get paid your royalty. But with the other three, there are costs. So let's say that we just sold a hat on Amazon that's fulfilled by Printful. This is my favorite example because I make really good money selling hats using the Printful Amazon integration. It integrates with my Amazon Seller Central account, not my Amazon Merch account. For those of you that aren't doing this yet, sorry if it's a little confusing, but I also sell on Amazon FBA, so I already had the Amazon Seller account going, and I basically just integrated my Printful account with it, got a GTIN exemption, and I can list print-on-demand products all day for free. And believe me, I take advantage of that. I sell as many hats as I can. So if I sell a hat on Amazon through the Printful integration, it's going to be fulfilled. A standard order, and I'm actually going to show you a real example from earlier today that I sold, but a standard order's fees break down something like this. The cost of the product makes up about 62% of our costs. Shipping is typically around 16%. Now that can be variable depending on what POD platform you're using to fulfill your order. One of the big reasons I like Printful is that their shipping costs are extremely cheap, and I would highly recommend using them and then charging your customers flat rate shipping, because what you can do is charge your customer flat rate shipping for, let's say, $5.75, then fulfill it using Printful, and it'll typically cost around $3.50, and then you pocket the $2 difference. It's a little trick that I love talking about and telling people about because it's been working for me for a while now. So, and then you have your order fees in addition to the product cost and shipping cost, which you're going to pay Printful for because they're the ones producing the product and shipping it. You need to pay order fees to the e-commerce platform that you sold it on. Now, eBay advertises as 10% order fees. Etsy advertises as 5%, although they do a great job hiding their actual fees. I looked at my taxes a couple weeks ago, and my Etsy fees came out to like 11 point something percent. So it's definitely not 5%. They just do a good job hiding it and calling it and disguising it different things. Anyways, stop ranting there. Amazon has the highest fees by far. It typically works out to something around 17%. They'll take a referral fee even if you're not using Amazon to fulfill the order. So cost breakdowns look something like this. So when we introduce profit into the equation, the true costs and profits associated with this order start to take form right in front of our eyes. So in a typical hat sale on Amazon is the example I chose to use here. The product cost tends to come to around 47% of the sale. Now, if you're selling a t-shirt, it might be closer to like 40%. And your profit margin most likely went up as well. The reason I chose hats is because they are much easier to sell as fulfilled by merchant on Amazon than t-shirts. If you're selling t-shirts, you're up against all the Amazon merch sellers who have the little Prime badge next to their listings, and it is quite hard to compete with that when most people want their orders in 2 days or less, and that Amazon Prime shipping attracts all the buyers. So I used hats as a better example, in my opinion. And hats have around a 47% cost. It depends on what hat type. Obviously, some are more expensive than others. My standard sale is right around here. 47% hat cost. Shipping, right around 12% of the pie. Fees account for 17%. That is, what cut does Amazon take? By the way, I got there crunching real numbers, and it came right out to the 17% that I just mentioned. And I'm left with a 24% profit margin, give or take. Now, let me show you the actual numbers from an order that I received earlier today. So I sold multiple hats today on Amazon. I went into my email inbox and grabbed the numbers from the most recent sale and just copy pasted them into this Word document and made the font size a little bit bigger. But every time you sell a fulfilled by merchant product on Amazon, you get an email notifying you of the sale. Now, if you're using these print on demand integrations, you don't even have to do anything. It literally takes care of itself. It's ingenious. It is amazing. It's what the passive income dream is truly made of. Like, I recorded a video last night where I'm pretty sure I reminded people that I spent half of August last year in China and ended up making more money than I ever have in a month. I made $25,000 of passive income profits, including selling over $10,000 of profit from print on demand alone. And I was not even in the country half the month. So guys, passive income is the real deal. Print on demand is the real deal. So this order from earlier today, the price of the hat, I charged $24.99 and I charged a flat rate $4.60 shipping. So the total that I received from the customer was $29.59. Then Amazon took their cut of $5.03, leaving me $24.56. So when you receive the email from Amazon, they show you this part. Then I had to manually key in the product cost from Printful, which Amazon doesn't know what I'm paying Printful. So this is on us to calculate. And by the way, I use some great seller analytics software called Fetcher, and I will put a link in the description. But it is really important to stay on top of your margins when you run an e-commerce business. And what Fetcher does is it integrates with your Amazon seller account. All you have to do is input your product costs. It pretty much downloads everything else automatically via the sync with your account. And then every day you get an email telling you how much profit you made yesterday. Well, it gives you all your figures like profit, revenue, etc. But it gives you all your profit from yesterday, all your profit from the previous 7 days, all your profit from the previous 30 weeks. If you guys have checked out my income reports on ryanhogue.com and you want to follow my journey from day one to now, I use Fetcher to pull all of my Amazon FBA data because it's so good, so easy. It's great for tax season. I'm going off on a tangent. Back to what's in front of me here. So I deduct $13.95, which is the base cost of the hat that Printful is going to send to my customer from the $24.56. Then I deduct the actual shipping cost. So remember, I collected $4.60 from the customer. Printful only charged me $3.28 to fulfill the order and ship it via standard post and sometimes DHL parcel expedited, which is 1 to 3 days shipping time, is the cheapest option. It's not uncommon for that to be the case. It wasn't in this case, but $3.28 was the actual shipping cost. So I profited an additional $1.32 by charging flat rate shipping. And here's just proof, guys. I took this screenshot from my Printful order dashboard so that you could see that I'm not making this stuff up. I don't want it to sound too good to be true because there are plenty of people out there BSing all day. And what's sad is that they're a lot of times the ones that have the biggest audiences, but save that rant for another time. So the profit that I'm left with is $7.33, which comes to 24.7% profit margin on this fulfilled by merchant order that came in through Amazon. And again, guys, completely hands off. I could go back to China for another 2 weeks and this order would come through, fulfill itself, and close itself out. It even uploads the tracking information and marks the order as shipped. Passive income is the truth. Print on demand plays a big role in passive income for a lot of people, myself included. And yeah, I mean, guys, if you haven't started, there's no better time than now. So go ahead and check out the link to sign up for Printful in the description, and check out Fetcher too. If you're selling on Amazon and you don't use any seller analytics software to stay on top of your margins and your profit and loss statements, check out Fetcher. You will not regret it. They do a 32-day free trial where you don't even need to put a credit card on file. So they really believe in their product. I mean, they got me. So anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. It makes a huge difference so that YouTube will promote it and let more people see it. Drop me a comment if you have any questions or feedback. And please subscribe because I'm dropping the fire every day trying to provide value to the community. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you at the next one.